Hey everybody, so I'm so glad you're here. I know we don't kick off until tonight, but I wanted to do a quick little video and just give you a little bit of an inside scoop about what it will look like, because often when I post about these events, people think they have to be somewhere or they have to be completely plugged in and their attention has to be focused on the screen for 2 hours, and that's not the case. So what it is, it's an event on Facebook. So you're more than welcome to a lot of people, because I know it's at 8 o'clock, which tends to be that time where a lot of people are putting their kids to bed or just wrapping up dinner or whatever that may be. So don't worry about it. What it is so for the first hour, I will be posting videos, information, and a bunch of other stuff. I'm also going to put a link below this video or above, wherever that's up in the event, just for like Q&A. So I'm posting this early in the day just so if you have any questions that are like on your brain right now, and if you're anything like me, you'll forget them. So you can just type them in there. I won't get to them probably today or this morning, but I will get to them during the second hour of the event tonight. Excuse me, sorry. So again, I'm glad you're here. I know there's a few of you that have been in this group, these types of group, a couple of times, and then there's some freshman faces. I know there's a lot of people on the fence or even just curious about what all this stuff is that I do. I know I overwhelm you probably with my continuous posts. A lot of people think that it's a sales gimmick, or that this gig is, something for somebody who's really good at sales, or good at talking with people, or whatever that means. But I want to let you know that that's not what this is all about. There's so much more to coaching, and I wish I could, spend an hour telling you all about it. But right now, because I can go on forever. But there's some crucial points that I want to go over. There's a lot of stuff that's not going to be covered unless requested by you, only because there's so much information. But this will lead into a conversation that we can have after, and we can go over more details if we don't get everything covered tonight. So you have either been invited by myself or by somebody else. If you've been invited by somebody else, that's a member of my team. That's awesome. All of this information is for you. And any questions that you have, you can post them in the event. And if after the event, you're more than welcome to follow up with them, and I'm sure they can help you out with anything. So I'm excited. Don't be overwhelmed. A lot of the times I can remember sitting in these groups or these events before I became a coach, and I would sit there and sometimes I wouldn't even say anything. I wouldn't comment on any of the videos, the posts, or anything like that. I would just sit back and watch, and that's okay too. If you don't feel like engaging or you don't want to be pointed out in the group, that's fine. But feel free, I will be plugged in for the 2 hours. So you can message me at any time during this 2 hours, and I'll make sure and do my best to get those answered for you. So with events like this, there's always kind of some sort of giveaway that I like to do. So I hemmed and hawed about a couple of things, and I really wanted to, the people that are joining the team, this is the best time to join. It's summer, everybody's wanting to get fit, and business just seems to be booming. So it's a time that I know for myself is something that there's a couple of things that I do to really plug into my business. And there was 2 things that were my lifesavers. And it sounds ridiculous, but if you're a coach in here, you're kind of laughing at me, because you'll hear about some vital behaviors that we do to make our business grow. And one of them is personal development. And personal development is something that I thought was kind of like silly in the beginning, like reading or listening to audiobooks and stuff. But I can tell you that when I finally started to follow through with this stuff, my business grew so much more, because I was gaining knowledge, I was filling my cup, and I was really focusing on what I could do better. And so there was 2 books that I consider my lifesavers, and one you're going to hear about over and over and over again. So I have 2 giveaways for the first 2 people that join the team tonight, whether it's as me as your coach or with somebody else as your coach. I have 2 giveaways. So my first one is the book, if you can see it, I'm like sitting on a windowsill with the sun. It's You Are a Badass. I don't know if you've heard anything about this book, but this is the book that I tell all of my coaches when they start off to read this book, and a lot of people finish it in like 2 days. It's just so good. And it definitely just pushes you to get your shit done. And I just, after reading this book, it was a book that I use as, I call it like my Bible, because I go back to it all the time. So this is the first giveaway for the first coach that signs up and joins our team tonight. And if not tonight, this will be open. The giveaway will be open until tomorrow night at midnight. So Wednesday night at midnight. The second one is one that I just finished. I actually finished it yesterday, and it's The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster. It was a book that if you don't know who Darren Hardy is, you know, he's the writer and the editor of Success Magazine. So there's a lot of good points, and he works with a lot of people in business and teaching them how to grow their business and how to be successful leaders. This book was just great. So those are my 2 giveaways. I always like to, my team will tell you I'm a gifter. I love to, you know, make people happy and send them cool stuff, and love the mailman as much as I do. So those are going to be the giveaways. Keep in mind, like I said, you have until tomorrow night at midnight, because I know it's not something, some of you in here are just like eager. I know you're eager, and I know some of you are already looking to join the team. You're just looking for that little bit more information and that push. So I will tell you with these events, being a coach for a year, it's very easy for me to post things that I think are important. And to you, there might be so many more questions, and it might not make as much sense to you. So if that's the case, these events run so much smoother if you can go ahead and you can add in some questions and let me get down to the points that are really important to you. Because some things for me may not, you know, you may be like, okay, that's nice, but I want to know about A, B, and C. I know everybody's eager to find out about the financial situation and how that works. And is she really getting paid to work out? Is she really getting paid to help people and drink that shake stuff and do all this stuff? The answer is yes, and I'm going to tell you how. So the best thing you can do is get those questions in. Otherwise, I'm led to just put in information that might not give you everything you need for that push to join in and jump in and start this new lifestyle for yourself and helping others. So that's all for right now. I'm excited for tonight. I'm going to post this video, and then I'm going to post a little spot for the Q&As. So get your questions ready. It doesn't, even if you think maybe they sound ridiculous, there's no ridiculous question, only ridiculous answers by me. So pressure's really on me. So I will talk to you guys all later, and I'm excited to fill you guys in. So talk.